In this video, we are going to talk about the calculation of pH of strong acid that was strong base. So we are going to look at questions like this still on the board. So we are actually start from the beginning aspect, then we will move towards complete aspect in our next video. So you really want to follow up first. Now, before you can start calculating questions or before you can start solving questions related to what pH of strong acid and strong base, then you really want to master some basic formulas. So here we have the first one: pH goes to what minus log H3O plus. Is okay. Now this was concentration of what hydrogen ion or what proton. You get, so at times you also see it as H plus. Whichever way they are what they are the same thing. You get. And now this one means for the acid. Now when I see H3O plus or what H plus means what is for what for the acid. Now if you should also make this same formula, this when you are calculating pH when the concentration of the acid is being what given to you. Now, what about if the pH is being given to you and you have to look for the concentration of what of the acid? Yeah, we have what H3O plus equals to what anti-log minus what pH. So this is when this anti-log means what the log inverse, which we call shift log, means what anti-log. So this one here you can use it when the pH of it when the pH of acid begins to and you'll be asked to calculate the concentration of that acid you get. So on that one here we have what POH equals to minus log the hydroxide what ion you get. So here we also have this formula here. Now this one now whenever I see OH minus that's what is for the base. So this is when you'll be asked to calculate the pH of what of that base here. If you make yourself formula here, you're going to look like this one. So you have OH minus equals to what? Anti-log minus POH. So anti-log minus what? POH here. This is when pH is being given to you, you will be asked to calculate what? POH. Like concentration of the what base. Now another formula you are going to see is what? pH plus POH equals to what? 14. You want to know this one here. The next one you want to look at is what? H3O plus then OH what minus equals what? KW. Now KW is known as what the ionization constant for what for water. So when you have something like this here, KW is equals to what 1.0 exponential minus 14 at 25 degree what centigrade. So now this constant here is what temperature what dependent. You get, but at 25 degree centigrade, which we are going to see most, because is what 1.0 exponential what minus what of 14. You get. Another thing you're going to want to note here is that okay, so these are what my common what formulas in what calculate what pH of what strong acid and what strong base, and you will see how you can what start applying this formula here. Let's look at the various calculations. Let's look at what question one. It says that the hydrogen ion concentration of what apple juice is 4.3 exponential what minus 2. What the pH of the juice? Now they're now asking, is it what is it acidic or what basic? Now, for you to calculate that stuff here, they gave us what concentration of what of the hydrogen ion concentration, which is what H plus is okay. And they gave it as 4.3 exponential what minus 2 molarity, right? Now they're now asking what is what the pH of the acid that we are calculating. What is the pH of the acid? Right? Now after you calculate pH, you know if it's acidic or what basic. So we have pH equals of minus log H plus, right? So what you want to do is to what impute this value here and punch your calculation. Here we have pH equals of minus log 4.3 exponential what minus 2. 1.37. So is it acidic or basic? Now in the scale, in the pH scale From 1 to 7 is what is acid. Then for 7 to 14 is what is base. So any species that is having a pH less than 7 is what is an acid. While any species that is having, or any compound that is having pH more than 7 to 14 is what is a base. Yes. So it is from the pH value, you know, if a substance is what is a base or what or acid. From this value here, 1.37 is what below 7. So definitely is what is acidic. The pH of the soil is known to be what 7.4. So they say what determine the constitution of what hydrogen ion, right? So now they give us the pH here. The pH equals to 7.4. 7.4, right? They give us the pH to be 7.4. This what they ask us to look for. Of course, I've given you the formula here. When you have something like this, H plus equals to what? Antilog minus pH, right? So what you want to do is to impute this your value here and get your answer. So here we have H plus equals to antilog. We have minus 7.4 3.89 exponential minus 8 molarity. So this is it. So let's look at another one. Solution has a pH. If a solution has a pH of 5.50 at 25 degrees centigrade, calculate its hydroxide ion concentration, right? So now the pH is equals to what? 5.50. Now, therefore, you know that this one is going to be what an acid because the pH is less than what 7. Now, but they're asking here to find what OH minus concentration here. This is what they're asking to look for. So I'm going to do that. How can we get OH minus concentration from what pH? Now the first thing you want to look at first here is to what calculate the concentration of the hydronium ion or H plus ion, right? Remember, if you want to calculate one here, we have H3O plus OH minus equals to what? 1.0 exponential what? 14. Or you can use this method here. You can use any of this one here, or you can use OH minus equals to what? Antilog POH. So you can use any one of these. You get your same answer. So if you really want to get one, it is fair for let's calculate. Now let's use the second one. Okay. For you to calculate the second one here, you want to what calculate what the POH. Recall pH plus POH equals to what 14, right? So if you should make pH itself formula here, then have POH equals to what 14 minus what pH. You get that? So POH equals to what 14 minus pH equals to what 5.50. 8.50, right? So yeah, I can easily what solve this one here. So OH minus is equals to what? Antilog. So my POH is equals to here we have minus P equals to what? 8.50. Right? So it will impute 16 exponential minus 9 molarity. So that is what answer here. But what about if you don't want to use this one here? We want to use this formula here. How are we going to do that? So remember, this is my answer. Let's see if I'm going to get the same answer here. So remember ion. So remember, hydrogen ion H3O plus equals to what? Antilog is pH, right? So if you impute it there, equals to what? Antilog. Here we have minus 5.50, 3.16228 exponential minus 6, right? So remember this formula here, if you should make a series of formula here, here I have OH minus is equals to, right? Going to be 1.0 exponential of minus 14 over, here we have H plus here, right? So here, which is 3.1622. Determine the pH of 0.5520 molarity NaOH solution. So now, just say we will calculate the what pH of what NaOH what solution. Now this one is a base here, right? So what you want to do, because a base, first thing you want to do is to calculate what the pOH of what of that base. So first of all, you want to write what the ionic what equation. So to write the ionic equation here, here we have NaOH aqueous here, right? Here we have Na plus aqueous plus OH minus aqueous, right? Remember the concentration of what NaOH was given to me to be what? Was given to me to be 0.520 molarity, right? Remember, if you want to calculate the pH is always equal to, sorry, first of all, you have to calculate the pH, right? pOH equals to minus log OH minus, right? You first of all need to calculate the pH before you can now calculate the pH. So what you want to do here, remember, 1 mole equals to what? 1 mole. If you look at it here, here we have 1 mole, here we have what? 1 mole, right? So they're the same. So the concentration of what OH minus here, go to be what? Because here we have 1 times this one here. So going to be 1 times 0.520 molarity. Going to be 0.520. Do you get that? So what I want to do here, so impute the values here. So let me put here. So here we have pOH equals to minus log. Here we have 0.520. Right? So if you should impute the values here, like you impute this one into this one here, and push your calculator, pOH equals to minus log 0.284. Right? But because I said she will calculate what the pH of the solution. pH of the solution, that's what you're actually looking for, right? So pH equals to what? 14 minus what? pOH. You can recall the formula I gave to you. So when it's what substitute your value, right? 14 minus 0.284, 13.716. That is now the what final answer. You get. So you really want to master this one here. We are going to solve one more in what instead of acid, so you understand better. So yeah, what calculate the pH of 5.1 exponential minus 3 H2SO4. So the acid here is what H2XO4. That is what acid H2XO4, right? So what we want to do is to what write the ionization equation. Here we have H plus what XO4 2 minus. So that's what you want to do here. But the next thing you want to do is to balance the equation. How many ideas do you have here? 2. How many do you have here? Here we have 1. So you have to balance here. You get. So the equation is now balanced. So the first thing you want to do is to check if the equation is balanced. The concentration of what H2XO4 given to me in the question is what 5.1. 5.1 exponential minus 3 molarity, right? That was the question given to me. Now, so how do you now get concentration of the what? Hydrogen ion. So how many moles do you have here? 1 mole. How many moles do you have here? Here you have 2 mole. That is, this one is 2 times of this guy here. So the concentration here is going to be 2 times this one around. So it's going to be 2 times 5.1 exponential minus 3 molar 0.01 molarity. Yes. So that is it. So the stage will calculate what pH. So pH equals to what? Minus log H plus. Yes. So what you want to do, so impute this one here. So you have pH equals to what? Minus log 0.0102. 1.99 approximately what 2. So the pH is what is 2. So this how to what calculate. This one is just an easy uh, video here, like easy question where you can what practice how to calculate the pH, pH, the constitution of the acid and what constitution of the base. Um, Using what this simple formula here. So if you want to master this thing here, then if you have not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button there, turn on the notification bell because we are create a lot of this kind of content that will help you understanding chemistry and what faster and what better. I really want to appreciate you for staying to the end of this video. You get that? So if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Give it a like if this video is what is really helpful. If you don't know how to write ionic equation like this, then probably this one is your problem. Then check out the next video. Check out the next video. See you on the other side.